Hey everyone! Today I'm going to be doing a tour of my sewing room. I do have a dedicated space, which is amazing. I have 6 kids, so a lot of times I only have 10 or 15 minutes to work on something. So having a dedicated space means I get to spend that whole time working on a project instead of setting things up, and I can be a lot more productive that way. I absolutely adore my sewing room. It's definitely my favorite room in the house. I hope you guys like it too. If you have any questions about any of it, let me know, and enjoy! All right, so here is my space. I apologize for the lighting. It's in the basement, so I'm gonna have a lot of shadows. I put my umbrella lights on and my other light just to kind of help. So the lighting's off, sorry. Okay, so here is my printer. I do mostly PDF patterns, like 99% PDF patterns. So I need a good printer so I can print them up and assemble them at home. So I have my printer over here. These bins are my scrap bins. I have 2 full of print scraps, 2 full of solid scraps, scrap busters. I make beanies, underwear for my kids, that kind of thing. I have a hard time throwing away scraps. I might be a little bit of a scrap hoarder, but I try to use them. And then for my iron, I recently ditched the ironing board and got an ironing pad that I use on my cutting table, which is, I've really liked that. Got rid of the iron, took up a lot of space, so I like having that freed up space. I now have scrap bins where my iron used to be. Over here we have my Silhouette Cameo and heat press. I use that for cutting out heat transfer vinyl to put on the clothes that I make. So the shirts with designs or wording, that's what I cut them out with, and then I press them with my heat press. Down here I have my bin of unfinished objects or stuff that needs fixing. I've recently started storing them in bags. Like this is a shirt I cut out and then I ran out of one of the prints, so I put all the pieces in here so I wouldn't lose them. I have the fabric now. I really should finish that, but it's been a good solution for my partially finished projects. Down in this bin, stuff for my Silhouette, vinyl, extra blades, that kind of thing. These bins have ribbon, embroidery machine stuff, buttons, odds and ends type of things. For my, onto my thread racks. My husband made these for me and I love them. And machines, I have a Baby Lock Imagine Serger. I keep a little trash bucket right behind it because I find that super easy to toss stuff in while I'm working. I have a Husqvarna Viking Ruby for my sewing machine and a Baby Lock cover stitch. I'm going to be looking for a backup one, so if you have any suggestions, if you have a cover stitch you love, let me know what it is. And then I have my backup machines, a Baby Lock Melody and a Genome serger. Up here I have notions. I don't really love this part, so if you have any good organizing ideas for your notions, let me know. This is things like nursing shirt clips, binding, elastic, machine needles, zippers, just a bunch of random odds and ends stuff that I haven't thought of a good way to store. So if you have something you love, let me know. Down here I keep stuff that I know I'm going to be working on soon. Like I have fabric for my son's fire truck pajamas, fabric for the hoodie that I'm going to be making for my mother-in-law and my mother. Over here is the prettiest part of my sewing room, my fabric collection. I've been sewing knits for about 7 years, so I have accumulated quite the stash. This shelf is all Sew Sew English. This one, top shelf, Sew Sew English solids. Next one is cotton lycras from Purple Seamstress. Third one, more prints and some double brush poly from Sew Sew English. And then the bottom, all the stars down there are TKB prints and So Cheeky fabrics, I believe. Over here, kind of odds and ends. I don't remember where everything's from over here. I know I have some Billy May fabrics, some Knit Pop, Raspberry Creek fabrics, Sincerely Riley, and then a bunch of stuff I don't necessarily remember what group it came from. Here I have my adult patterns. About a year ago, I started hanging them, and I really, really like that. It's been a good solution for me. I don't have to fold them. They're easy to get to, easy to see what I have. So I've really liked this. Just got the hanger from IKEA. The pattern hooks are from Amazon. At one point I started labeling them, but then I ran out of labels and never got more. So someday I'll finish that project. Down here I have my kid patterns. Just this year I started storing them differently. So they were in these manila envelopes, and I'm changing to this. Got these off Amazon. They're nice and contained, which I like. I don't have pieces hanging out, getting ripped off, or losing pieces coming out of the folder or unclipped. So this has been a really good solution. I've been switching over as I use the pattern. I've been putting it in the new storage system. Okay, my cutting table underneath, it's just, my husband got a board from Home Depot and finished it and put it on these 2 shelving units. So down here I have shipping stuff because I have a hobby business, tape, pattern. These are the pattern hooks from Amazon. Over this side, there's more kind of odds and ends. I have snaps, and I got some lace accents and drawstring, some interfacing folders, just random stuff. Up here, my pretty pattern weights and my Kai scissors. If you're looking for great scissors, I highly recommend the Kai. I used to have a callus on my cutting thumb for years, and I recently, well, I guess it's probably been over a year now, I switched to Kai, and my callus is finally gone. And then this bin, I just keep stuff I use when working. So marking markers, scissors, tape. It's kind of a junk box too, so don't look too closely. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed my tour. Thank you.